Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Foxy90 here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of my exploration video for you guys today here on the channel. Today we're here exploring Silverstone, and before we get into things, you might be able to tell this is a bit of a post-commentary section of Tom. Basically, I've been having a lot of issues with my Elgato recently, and lo and behold, I had an issue at the start of this video, but the rest of it was fine. There was only 5 minutes of it which was an issue, but I'll quickly go ahead and intro this for you guys now. So firstly, we're exploring Silverstone, as the top comment in that video was the previous video was to explore Silverstone. Of course, most of it, obviously, which is completely understandable, was going ahead and you guys coming together and giving your thoughts and prayers to the tragic death of Antoine Hubert. All my comments were about him, which is a really touching thing to see all of us come together for such a tragic event. Speaking of that specific tragic event as well, a lot of you guys started to try and hit a lot of backlash actually my way, basically saying that I shouldn't have uploaded that video because there was a big crash that I put in there. Two things. Firstly, I recorded the video on the Thursday, which is 2 days ago, 2 days prior to the crash. Would I have uploaded that if I knew about a crash? I mean, yes, because at the end of the day, to do the exploration videos that I have to do, I've got to crash. There's no other choice. The top comment was to do Belgium, so I did Belgium. At the end of the day, unfortunately, it was just really, really poor timing. And from my perspective, you know, if the death of Hubert came about and I hadn't recorded it yet, would never have recorded it, because obviously, you know, that's a really bad thing to do. But even if I came back to Belgium a couple of weeks later and still, you know, did the recording, I've still got a crash. So guys, don't take it seriously. Like, the only reason that I'm crashing my car is specifically to actually get myself out of the map. There's not me trying to crash and take the mick. It's me trying to crash in order to actually get the footage to record the exploration series. So yeah, try not to take it seriously, guys. Please don't. But yeah, anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this exploration video. Yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm going to get back into the live commentary side of things so we can go around the whole of the track and get exploring. So here we go then. Let's explore Silverstone. Okay, so the next bit now of the video. Basically, that was a little bit weird. I started talking for about like 5 minutes straight, and my recording was corrupting as we spoke. So managed to stop that, but we're back. So what I have done, and so I've obviously explored the rest of this like little area now. I'm basically actually going to go from where I explored when I went to Silverstone. Now, I went to Silverstone for the 2018 British Grand Prix, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I was there obviously supporting Hamilton. He didn't get the race win, but do I care? No. You know, it was amazing. So I'm going to explore from how I explored Silverstone. I thought actually it'd be a better way to do it that way than obviously just, you know, standard exploration. So I'm going to explore Silverstone with you guys the way that I did. So, first of all, as you can see, we've got a bunch of cars here that are all parked up, basically symbolising how busy Silverstone gets. And in fairness, this amount of cars, yeah, that's about right, really, for Silverstone on a race weekend. But unfortunately, it's not actually here. But I actually was at the glamping site, which was near Stowe Corner. Unfortunately, though, it's not around here. Of course, Codemasters are not going to go ahead and literally go ahead and you know, fucking add every single bit of detail into this, because at the end of the day, you're not going to see all this. They just want to, as soon as they get those panning shots, then that's what you'll see. But anyway, so what did we do then? So we came through around about here, and we arrived at Stowe Corner. I mean, yeah, like, I remember all of it. This was not here, but obviously, so first of all, we went through, and you could basically actually go through these pieces here. There are actually some open holes that you could go through. And then eventually there were staircases, not these stupid ramps, with some staircases that you go up and you go ahead and you sit on the grandstands, and then you'd be able to watch them. Now, I actually sat, where did I sit for qualifying? I'll tell you where I sat. I sat right here. This is the exact seat that I had for qualifying, and this is what I got from there. Also, directly in front, where I'm going to zoom in now, you can see me bobbling my head up and down. There was like one of those giant TV screens there, so at least we could see, you know, the action whilst we were obviously going along. This was my seat for qualifying. And then I'll show practice later on, but we're going to go loop around first. Anyway, so as we come along then, so first of all, we've got a couple of cars here, just chilling, sitting back. There was no cars parked here, because this was obviously grandstand area, so all these cars kind of completely unnecessary. And then we've got what looks like to be a base-boosted turbo motorhome there, with a couple of marshals and some chairs, so at least they can sit down and relax, you know, which is quite nice for them. Next then we have got this, which is again completely inaccurate to how it was. What it was is that there was, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, it was very much quite heavily banked, this section was. This was like quite high up, and then this section was actually a little bit lower down. And it was all like, this bit was grass, and then this bit was pavement, as you sort of came across, but it gave you a beautiful view on the straight. The helicopter pads, they were there. This was true. This is where all the helicopters took off and landed from. So that's very highly accurate. And we have some beautiful texturing here. That's tripping my eyeballs out. I'll tell you what that is. That is what we like to call texture overlap, or asset overlap, is probably the best way of putting it. In other words, this grass texture, if I go to this point here, it is, sorry about the trippiness, guys, let me just go a bit further, sorry. So basically, this is where you can see the texture. Sorry, I keep saying texture. This is where they've put an asset, but it's directly, it's literally bang on perfect with the other asset there. They overlap and then they make this horrible, shaky stuff. I know it full well because when I'm making my game, it does the exact same thing, which is a little bit stupid. Now, this building is 100% true. This building is here. And this was specifically for the Porsche little area that they had for like the Porsche Super Cup. So what they did have is there weren't any trees by here, but they had a bunch of beautiful Porsche cars all parked up along here. And then there was a nice little road just around here with a couple more cars. And this road actually is quite true, although, is that a circuit that I could do one of my hot laps around? I can. Sweet. So anyway then, it is lights out, and away we go then to start the Grand Prix. And as you can see, we're going to go flying in towards the tent now, through the other tent with a marshal in the floor, round through there, smash into the trucks there, make sure that your head flies off there as you go through, and now going through in towards this difficult right and left-hander. As you can see now, at this point you have probably smashed into all those trucks and all those tents that are actually there, so I don't know if you're still completing this hot lap with me, but at the end of the day, your car probably by now just literally has like super mega powers and can go through stuff, and that's a hot lap of that. That was one of the dumbest explanations I've ever done in my life. What I want to know though is, why was there a marshal? Where was the marshal that was just there but halfway in the floor, and here they are. Found them. There they are. Again, why have you got these people here? You physically can't see them. Just delete them and it saves you memory. And then it makes the game less stressful to run. Never mind. Furthermore then, what have we got here? Now, this is false. There is actually a little tunnel that you go through here. And then you come out the other side. Of this, so that's completely wrong, but you know, I mean, there's that Le Brigier there, and that's what we can use. But as we continue onwards then, we've got a couple of merchant, oh my god, they actually have hot dog stands. Oh my, yes, please, hot dog stands. We've got hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken, hot dogs, sub rolls, french fries, hot drinks, cold drinks, snacks, water, soda, tea, coffee, candy, snacks, bada bim, Grace and Emily's. I want a Grace and Emily spam in the comment section down below. Give us spam for Grace and Emily. Oh my god, they've actually got burgers in there. Nah, they've actually gone ahead and put a plain texture or a plain asset and then just got Google image pictures of terrible burgers to put them at the back so it looks like, and they've got drinks as well. They've got apple juice, some tomato ketchup, and mayonnaise. Oh my god, Co-Masters. They've gone the extra mile here at Silverstone. Lads, look at that. They've got some, oh, saucy. And they've got some, saucy. Actually, now, do you know what? Screw the Grace and Emily's comment spam. Lads, can we get a spam in for, saucy, or
Oh, saucy.
I had to, I'm sorry. If you have had nightmares, don't go blaming me. More Grace and Emily's. I want that oh saucy comment to roll on in. Moving on then, we've got a couple more people just, well, half-heartedly in the ground with some more beautiful things on the outside. This did actually turn into a road, so in credit to them. It does work with it. However, the only difference is to get towards Maggots and Beckets, I feel like the incline is actually a lot more. There's a much steeper incline, but are they going to bother with it? No. Why would they? A couple of cars here, as you can tell. Floating. Why not? Got to get them off the ground. Hoverboards. Hover machines, as they like to say. Where do we stand next? We had a little bit of time by here on the exit of Beckett's. Got a couple of shots there. I can guarantee to you guys there was not a turbo base boosted motorhome. Sorry for all of you that wanted it there. I know. These marshals also weren't standing like pillocks. I know. I'm sorry. There's not a lot I can do about it. I'm getting bounced around a lot. Bit of barriers around. Some more heavily floated cars to the point where it's actually just taking the mick. They've gone ahead and virtually, and I do mean virtually, put these to the wow, you can see the detail that they've put into that. That looks like a child that's basically, this looks like a child that's got, imagine a piece of paper behind this, right? You can just imagine a child using scissors to cut out this car, and they've poorly cut out their tyre, and they've missed a bit on the end that they haven't cut through properly. That's what it looks like, but at least that's relatively close to the ground. Why not just put these on the ground? And again, none of this was here. None of this was in this section. This was all full of merchandise and hot dog stands. And there were cubicles, I can assure you of that. This is all wrong. I'm not approving. But what I am going to do is go to my seat that I had for the British Grand Prix. Where was it? It was, I think it was here, I want to say. Around about here. And I'll tell you what, if you guys ever want to come to Silverstone, right, this is by far probably, you're not going to get the overtaking. That's not what you're going to get, right? But you are going to get a sensational view of the track. So what have you got then? So you see the cars flying towards Maggots and Beckett right now. You see them flying through there, and you can see them going across there. Next up then, you can see turn 1. You can see them fly through and towards the first corner. Right here. There they are. Coming in towards the first corner. You can see them blitz it through turn 1. Round in towards turns 2 and 3. And then you can see them fly down the hangers straight. You can in fact see the cars down there. And then obviously, you can see the cars as they fly through and towards Stowe Corner down that way. And you can see them just tickle through into Stowe. Honestly, it's a beautiful, beautiful part of the racetrack to sit in. If I do remember, what I'll do is I'll actually put in a clip of my vlog that I did for Silverstone of race day, so you can see basically how my seats actually were. Don't guarantee that I'll put a clip in there. I will forget. So, yeah, but that's where I sat for Silverstone nonetheless. Following that then, we've got, again, a bunch of cars and a bunch of... We've got some ambulances and some more turbo base boosted motorhomes. What is with the grass, though? It's so bright and bright. That's all I can really say about it. It's bright. And then we've got what looks like to be Bugs Bunny going through the underground to do that. If you haven't watched Looney Tunes, I recommend you do. Because I was... that is my childhood program, bro. Going on the outskirts, though. I'll have to go on the inside of the track as well at some point. But we've got just some random scaffolding for absolutely... Is that a person in a tree? Nearly. Virtually have got people in tree. We've got cars that are halfway in the ground, and we've got people that are halfway in the air. I love it. I love it. Why would you... What's the point in these two people all the way back here? Why are they here? Thug life, more like. They're about to, you know, hook it up, boy. That thug life stuff. Wait, is that a person? Was that a human? No, it's just a tree. Okay. Wait. Nice. Nice. Awesome. Good stuff. I know I shouldn't constantly take the mick out of it. I do find it funny, though. I really do. Anyway, we've got a TV monitor, which doesn't work. Fantastic. We've got a woman clapping at the fence, because why the hell not? We've got some more tents, although it only doesn't quite have the pink poles as of yet. We continue our walk, though. We've got a fire truck by here, which is great. We always need to, you know, whip out the fire, or just get people wet, one of the two. With, again, a road, which I don't even believe was actually there at the time. The giant monitor screen, so we can see me now filming the monitor, and you can see beautiful filming there. Basically, what this actually is actually a heat detection signal. And as you can see, I'm actually all the way down at the bottom where the white bit is, because I'm really, really hot. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. Then we come towards the beautiful, beautiful Cops Corner, where did I stand to watch this? I stood around about here for Cops, and then later on, I think at the end of FP1, when we had there was other like support races and an F2 and stuff. That's when I sat, not in this seat, this one here. I sat right in this corner here. So we sat here, and then you can see them fly through there, and you can see them fly through towards Cops Corner. Decent view, not gonna lie. I mean, this doesn't exist, so, I mean, actually the steps do. The people don't. What's on the outskirts of that, though? Just way more cars. Just way more cars. Just there. Love it. Absolutely love it. Wait, what's that say? What does that say? Authorized vehicle. Pedestrians only. Cops tunnel. Ooh. Ooh, am I allowed in the cops? What is this? If I go the other side. What is that? Oh, it's a stretched resolution of the you can actually see where they've heavily stretched the grass, look. Wait, why wouldn't it let me go back under? Let's just do this then. You can see where they've just heavily stretched the grass. It hurts your eyes. There it is. Oh, I love you, Codemasters. I really do. Please don't take anything that I do seriously. In fact, that goes for everyone. Don't take me seriously. That's... Oh my god, Cameraman Jack. No! No, where is Cameraman Jack? For Christ's sake. I'm actually getting seriously concerned. There are 2 marshals that are currently here hunting for Cameraman Jack. I actually think we've now got inspectors hunting for Cameraman Jack. There is now an official investigation to find Cameraman Jack. I believe this was all here, this building. Pretty sure it was. Anything on the inside? Nope. Anything on this side? Nope. Oh, a bit of glass, actually. A bit of glass pane that they've done a couple of times. With, again, just an abundance of cars. Codemasters have got an addiction to just cars. They just love them. They love me some cars. We've got some beautiful, beautiful tents by here with some more motorhomes and some people. Is this the old Pitch Straight Grandstand? I didn't sit in this Pitch Straight Grandstand, actually. Do you know what? It feels weird. It feels really weird going back and just looking at Silverstone from what's been modelled to what it actually was. Because what it actually was so different in every way. Still no cameraman. Yeah, it's so strange to me to just see it all. With some more trucks and some more pieces. Now, the grandstand, no, I didn't sit in any of those ones. Because by here was like the official like F1 fan zone. This is where they had, you know, like the row of stuff and then all like the drivers. They had like their numbers and then stuff by there. And we've got what looks to be like some airplane hangars more than anything with nothing in them. That's a change. I thought there'd actually be something in them. I feel like I have to investigate these now. Oh, yeah, there we go. There you go. Told you I had to investigate them. Hey, my name is Jonathan Davis. I am a developer at Codemasters, and what did I do? I placed cars inside of a bloody building. Yep. That you're never gonna see. Get rid of them. I'm so triggered by it. Get rid of them. Any cars in this building? Any cars? No. I'm gonna start issuing parking fines. Any cars that I see in buildings or people, I'm giving them a fine. I'm actually gonna go ahead and investigate all of them now for this, because it drives me up the wall. Thanks for that. Right. Anyway, there's cars by here. It does signal to me that there will be a car. Ready? No, there's no cars. I lied. Okay, cool. Any cars in here? No. Okay, cool. Ooh, parking spaces. Actual legit parking spaces. Did the cars park in the illegitimate parking spaces? No. No, of course they didn't. That's fine. They parked inside the building instead. That's what they did. They parked in here. Sorry, we had a car park. It's in the building though. Just there. Just in that position. Literally, the Codemasters have just copied and pasted every car that they see. It's insane. Tell you where I did sit actually. For quite a lot of FP2 I actually sat here. Mostly because it was bloody boiling. Was just a little bit further up. About here. Pretty much where I sat for a lot of FP2. Saw them fly on through here. Going around here. And then onto the old pit straight. Also saw Max Verstappen in FP2 crash into the wall by there. And I remember that because he was on the hard tyres, which back in F1 2018, when they used them only at Silverstone, they were blue. Or like an ice blue like coloured shading, should we say. What I'm interested in is, do they have the... Oh yeah, they do. For anyone that's wondering, the old circuit layout does exist, if you can see. We'll go through it in just a second. We've got more stuff in here. Are there any cars in these goddamn buildings? No. Okay. I'm really triggered by it. I'll tell you what, I quite like this, like, parking zone area that they've sort of done. It reminds me of, like, just a random simulator game where you're building your own, like, city and stuff. I think it looks quite cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like this bit, anyway. Like this roundabout piece there. I think it looks quite cool. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. We can go through the old circuit layout, which is quite nice, or the old piece that they had. So obviously they flung through here, and then it goes down this way, or it used to go down this way, should we say? And then you go underneath the tunnel. That is a poorly piece looking. That looks like it's sewage. And then we go around here. Then you'd fling up this way, and you come around here, and then this is when you do the old loop right round here. And you'd keep on going, and it'd be such a long loop. And then you go on again. I think it was actually one full swooping loop, though. I don't think it was the way it's modelled here. I'm pretty sure it was literally one sweeping loop that then you went around and completed that. I could be wrong. I can't picture it in my head. Is this the stage? Oh, that's good. They got the stage in here. This is where the stage was for anyone that wanted to come along and, you know, party and be involved in a criminal offence. And then we've got a roundabout with the Ferris wheel by here. I think we're coming towards the end of the exploration now. The Ferris wheel by here. I'm going to go inside here. We're going to do some pole dancing as well, because why the hell not? I'm loving the inside of this paddock, though. What I'm not loving is this gentleman just inside a bench. That's terrifying. And then we've got a lot of other little bits and pieces, some more cars, bare more people. And I think that kind of covers it, really. This is all the inside. We've got some tents. We've never seen this before. Is there a person in the tent? No. Okay, they've done something right. They have not put a person in the tent. Do you know what I can imagine? I can imagine just Codemasters just having two naked people inside a tent. I could just imagine it. And it wouldn't affect them, because no one knows about... I mean, at the end of the day, everyone knows about... Virtually everybody knows about this now, because the amount of people that have watched my videos, I mean, I think the most viewed one is on, like, 20 or 30,000 views, which, by the way, I want to really thank you guys so much for the love and support on this series. But yeah, I think all of you know how to explore a track now. Also, I will be doing, I'm going to do the F1 2019 tracks first, but a lot of people have been asking about trying to explore the older tracks. Now, obviously, photo mode only came in F1 2017, so the only other track I can try and explore is Malaysia. A lot of people have been having a lot of issues trying to do it, so I'll give it a go. And then we've got the pit straight here. Now, this was actually quite tough to watch because there was some grandstand. A lot of the grandstands were actually blocked off. You weren't allowed to sit in the grandstands on the start-finish straight. I'm sure there was a point where we could view it from like the in between these two here. But we definitely weren't allowed to go in the grandstands. They were actually unless you had like proper valid tickets. And then behind us here was like a bunch of seats and chairs. There was a Mercedes simulator there as well. And then of course we've got the beautiful Silverstone building. But now we're going to go towards Club Corner, because we haven't been towards Club Corner, of course. With some more tents, more trucks. Oh look, cars. Around here. This is actually, no, I did come in this way actually. I do remember now. For FP3 in qualifying, there goes my phone. I did come in this way. There's a route that you can take, and it goes up this way. and you walk all the way down. There's like an entrance point here. There's a bunch of like vans, a bunch of burger vans and everything like that. And then we came in this way. And then for FP3, we sat right here. I remember this because I was FaceTiming my mother at this point, just as before FP3. Because, like, funnily enough, the phone signal in Silverstone was bloody good. It's really good, actually. Almost too good. But I FaceTimed her right by here, and I basically showed her just the track and where we were, obviously. And we had them all flying through there, and then around through the chicane they went there. This is where we sat for I think for the entirety of FP3, actually. Then we moved to Stowe Corner for qualifying. Of course, with there being no covered grandstands, and me wearing, obviously, shorts in 2018 when it was that proper heat wave, that's when me and my dad's legs turned into lobsters. But then we rejoined back at Stowe Corner, and we've obviously investigated the inside of the track as well, which we did at the start of the video. But guys, that is going to wrap it up then for... I'm just going to put this out right now. I know I got it wrong last time, but there's 100% not that lake in Silverstone. 100%. But nonetheless, though, that is going to wrap it up for today's episode of my exploration video here for Silverstone. If you guys have enjoyed the video, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And I really do appreciate the love and support you consistently give on this series. And business as usual. Let me know which video track you'd like to see next. The top comment is the one that I will do. Be sure to go and check out the playlist. I will link it in the description down below. That will get you to every single exploration video that I've done so far, so you guys don't miss any of those and it doesn't confuse anything. But yeah, until then guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care all. Peace.